Hi, I'm Brian with SETZER'S, and today I'm going to be doing a walkthrough on a 2023 Hideout 186 SS. On the front, of course, manual tongue jack, very simple to use. Behind it's going to be the LP tank. The basic setup, one tank, regulator, very simple to use. Behind it's going to be one Dragonfly battery. Does have a lock, keep it nice and secured. Behind this battery box is another box that has a battery disconnect switch. Turn it to the left or counterclockwise to disconnect the battery, back to reconnect it. Moving on over, we got a starter kit we give all our customers. Comes with a sewer hose, water hose, a water pressure regulator, and a shore cord 30 to 15 amp adapter. Going around to the side, you have a pass-through cargo, goes all the way through. If you look down underneath, you have a stabilizing jack. You have four, one on each corner of the camper. Those are stabilizing only. Do not use them to level the camper. You must level the camper first, then put the jacks down. Entrance door. Make sure you just open the entrance door all the way before you bring the steps down. Make sure that you use these paddles to adjust the legs so the plate will go all the way down. You don't mess your door up. Outlets, of course, for some power. Moving on down, we have the exhaust for your furnace, and that's pretty much it on this side. On the back, of course, you get your spare tire. This is an inlet for cable or satellite. Up at the top, it's got what you use a lippert ladder. It's not, it's an on-the-go ladder. That part will stay on the camper. The ladder part you will hook onto it to use. When you're done, you'll remove the ladder. So here we have your shore cord. It is a pull out, push in. It's going to be about 25 feet, and it is a 30 amp cord. And then over from it underneath, we have a dump station. This dump station's got two tanks. This is your black, and this one is your gray tank. Generally using your dump station when your tanks are full and you're gonna empty your tanks out, you'll hook your sewer hose up. Remember to always pull and dump your black tank first. Wait till it's done, close it back, then open the gray, clean up the sewer hose. When you're done, you can always store the sewer hose in the rear bumper and always put the cap back on your dump station. The low point drains right there. Okay, so moving on down, we have some water hookups. This side is for the fresh holding tank. Just always remember, not to overfill it. When you need to drain the fresh holding tank, it's one drain by itself underneath. As far as the city water connection, if you go to a place water is available, you'll be able to hook straight in. And this device underneath is a tankless hot water system. It's going to run on 12-volt battery and gas only. You do have a master switch out here. This has to be on to power the control panel inside the camper. One more thing, down underneath, further back, you'll see two more lines. Those are for the water line drains. Those will drain the water lines and clean and flush the water lines. The other side of your pass-through cargo, which is going to house, at least a manual crank, a couple of bumper caps, and then right here on the front wall of the pass-through cargo, we have a solar controller for a solar panel on top. This is a disconnect switch for just the solar panel only. Awesome. All right, so that's everything on the outside, and we'll be moving to the inside. All right. Now, like all the wheel bearings, you definitely want to perform a wheel bearing inspection at least once a year or every 12,000 miles. That's really all I got. That's really all I got. All right, so coming inside the camper, as soon as you come in, you'll see some switches to the left of the doorway. You're gonna have your awning switch for your slide out. Awning, I said awning. Slide out control, I mean. So, a few rules on the slide out. You make sure it's all the way out or all the way in. When the slide is inside the camper, don't step on the floor or sit on the couch or store any heavy cargo like cases of water when it's inside. When the slide is all the way out, everybody can sit down, no problem. And when you're done camping, before you bring the slide in, make sure you check the roof for any debris, sticks, leaves, or it will leak. And then the awning switch is the one opposite, on the opposite side. You'll be actually pressing up for the awning to go out. To extend the awning, you'll press up on the switch. Always remember not to overextend your awning. Once you see the tube, stop going out with it. Also, don't tie the heads or arms down in any way, and always pitch it if it starts to rain. If it's going to be windy, don't put it out at all. Alright, so come on in. We got to go all the way down here by the bathroom door. And this is where the monitor panel is going to be. Says you have gray 2, but you don't. So it's going to read empty no matter what. So pay attention to gray 1 and black. Also fresh for if you use the fresh and the battery. Water pump switch is for the fresh only. So if there's no water in the fresh, don't turn that on. This switch here is going to be for the battery. And this is how you're going to keep the battery heated if you're camping in colder weather. So if it's below 40 degrees, make sure that this stays on when you're using the camper. Turn it off when you're not using the camper. As far as your tankless heater, this is the control for it. Main switch outside. You'll be able to turn this switch on. The screen will light up. And when you use the water, make sure that you have the gas turned on so it will light and make the water hot. Alright, so inside, going to the monitor panel, which is located here next to the bathroom door. These here is going to check the levels as far as what's in your black and gray tanks, your fresh tank, and then battery, of course. I got the water pump on because I have water in the fresh. I was going to show you the tankless heater is turned on. All we got to do is open a hot valve. Wait a few moments and you get hot water. Turn the water off and the tankless heater will shut down until you're ready to use the hot water again. Always, you can always adjust the temperature of your water and change the Fahrenheit to Celsius if you want. Above it, we have a thermostat just for the furnace. When you turn the furnace on, make sure that it clicks. All the way to the right will make it blow the hottest. And when you turn it off, make sure it clicks again. Thermostat for the air conditioner is up on the AC assembly, ceiling assembly. Very simple. I don't have it plugged into 120. So, blows cold only. You can get a heat strip if you want to add later on. Your refrigerator is going to be a 12 volt Furrion. You have a master switch right inside the refrigerator for when you want to turn it on and off. Furnace located below the refrigerator. There's no stove in this camper, but we do have a cooktop. Igniter is in the knob. When you press it in, it will be igniting. Really nice. Okay. Anything special in the bathroom? Nothing too special. Got a exhaust vent, of course. Fan switch is up in the vent. This one's got a skylight. Alright. Of course, down here in the very back, we have your power box. It's gonna house the converter. You got your main 120 breakers and your DC fuses. Alright. Alright, so up on the roof, to show you how you're going to do these roof inspections, you're going to need to clean and inspect these lap seals a minimum of twice a year. So always have that performed. Keep your camper from leaking. Just don't forget, you got to check all the lap seals. Okay, lap seals is what's most important.